Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to pre-market update. You can see we had a nice rejection from this first standard deviation on Nasdaq first red line. Touched it multiple times yesterday morning from 10 o'clock until 11:30 a.m. and then it came again closer to that around end of the day, and then rejection right after that. Okay, so you can see how nicely you can time the market with this indicator. And same thing on Bitcoin as well. You can see here came very close to the red line here, actually crossed it. Here it came very close to it and then rejected and touched the buy line and then bounce again. So very easy to trade here, make a lot of money. And let's go and now go and see our US 500, and let's see how things are going there. You can see here, this is a long-term chart. I'm looking for a touch of both green lines and red lines. Now there's a case for both bulls and bears. So if you're a bull, we're looking for a rally up to 63.82, and if you're a bear, we're looking for a rally into 55.15 and below. RSI is in the middle, is kind of in no man's land. If we go higher and if we go in this red area, that's a good area to short. You can see time and time whenever we come closer to red area, we like to short, and inversely if we come closer to green area, bottom area, we want to buy. Okay, so right now it's in the middle, so not much happening on S&P 500. So let's look into daily analysis on SPX cycle analysis. You can see this is daily chart, looking for a decline in this cycle. So this cycle ends around mid of February. So looking for a declining phase. So we're getting a lower high, lower lows. So this is a low compared to this low, and we got a pump. But now if you look at MES, um, we had a volatile session overnight, mainly due to Google's earning and AMD. You can see Google is down 7%, AMD is down almost 10%, and Apple is also down 2%. So very volatile. So, but good news is it's still holding above all moving averages. This is S&P 500 futures, and let's see if it can pump. If not, then it could get rejected, and then we can go lower. And if we do get lower, uh, there's a big gap here. Okay, so this gap up happened on 15th of Jan. Not sure what the occasion was, so this could be the target. So just keep that in mind from where we closed yesterday to the bottom around 3.24%. So that's a possibility if they want to dump it there. So just keep an open mind. In terms of Nasdaq, you can see we had a nice healthy rally, and now we are going futures are red, mainly due to Google and AMD. So we'll see how this thing shapes up. But in terms of gap fills, you can see there's a big gap here around 20,760, and then eventually this election gap. And inversely, if you're a bull, there's a gap around 22,078. And on triple Qs, these are the levels. You can take a screenshot, and we'll see which way we go. Dow Jones, kind of flat pre-market, and had a nice bounce yesterday after touching these moving averages. Good bounce. Now just hanging it here. So again, Dow Jones also has this big gap. For some reason, this day on 15 Jan, all of the indices has a big gap up. Even AMD had a big gap up this day. You can see. Sorry, not AMD, IWM, Russell. So you can see this gap was not fully filled yesterday. Maybe they will try to fill this gap at some point, maybe later next week or this week. We'll see how it goes. Bitcoin hanging on. You can see every time it comes to this yellow box, bounces, but still trying to close above these moving averages, not able to do that. So you can see right now below all moving averages. So in case it comes back to this yellow box, that will be a good area to buy. And just to remind you guys, there's a big election gap here around 77K. Ethereum also recovering. This gap is not fully filled around 2236, so they could try to go back again, fill this gap, or they can go higher and try to fill this top gap. This is a big gap down on futures. In terms of a live market, you can see nice wick here purchase, but now again struggling to recover. So we'll see how things shape up. RSI can still go lower if they want to do that. In terms of commodities, oil is little weaker, trying to close above this red line. Yesterday had a wick go higher, again got rejected. So we'll see, but oil is a very good trade. Like if I show you side by side comparison on oil, you can see here very nice trade yesterday. You can see green line we bounce every time we touch green line it bounces. Every time it touch red line it comes back down. So where it is right now, very close to green line. So I think I'm expecting a bounce. And if you want to know more about this indicator, click the join button in the description of this video. Join my private subscription. Let me know your user ID in the comment, and I will add you to special members only section where I share stocks I buy and the levels. Like even stocks have level like CNQ. You can see nice pump yesterday. It came to buy zone day before yesterday, and now it's a nice bounce. So I can share these any stocks you want. I can share the levels. Okay, so let's go back to the daily chart, and CNQ had a nice bounce, but again below, trying to close above this green line, but still let's see if it can hold it today. It really wants to go higher. I still think there's so many gaps on the top. All these gaps, I do think they're gonna fill at some point. We just gotta be patient on this. XLE, huge bounce yesterday, huge bounce after 9 counts buy signal day before yesterday, nice bounce. Same thing on Suncor, 8 counts, 9 counts buy. Today's earnings already up pre-market, so not sure if earnings are already out, but yeah, oh it's out end of day today looks like. So we'll see how this thing shapes up. Moving on to let's go and check Hang Seng Index China. Nicely by the dip above all moving averages, just holding nicely. Toronto Stock Exchange also had a nice wick after that this trade news came up, and then got rejected yesterday above this green line. Let's see if it can recover and fill this gap fully. We have to see. Bond market, huge breakout, huge breakout. This is how breakouts are made. Now you can see this is inverse head and shoulder. It's developed and now breaking out of all moving out. This is a very good signal. And now the next resistance is going to be in this blue line. So nice trade on the bond. If you bought it, congratulations. Nice move on TLT. Let's keep going. Natural gas trying to fill this gap. Had a nice 10% pump a couple of days ago. Trying to fill that gap fully right now. Gold is unbelievable, just ripping higher, new all-time high. Just remember there's a big gap here. At some point they could come back to fill that gap. Silver for some reason is weaker, not sure why, but again by the dip, as long as gold is holding nice, silver will pump. This is copper, also today closed above all moving averages, just getting rejected, but I think it will hold above blue line, so that's really good. Sugar just developing right shoulder, so it will spend some time and then break out eventually. The way it came back, it's going to go up like that. Wheat, let's see. Finally, wheat, we have a closure above all the blue lines. Congratulations if you took this trade. So this is the area we've been waiting for. So let it close one daily candle above blue lines, and then it's going to be ready for a nice rip on wheat finally. Corn is also very bullish. By the dip, all commodities are pumping finally. Dollar is a bit weaker, coming back to this green line. This is the area of support. You can see a lot of support here, so it can probably come back and bounce from here. In terms of FANG stocks, Apple is down again pre-market 2%. So looks like this gap here, they want to fill this gap. So probably they're going to bring it back to 223. And then if that doesn't hold, then they can even bring it back to here, 216. So keep that in mind. A couple of gaps are here, but this is where 200 moving average coming blue line, so that could be a very nice buy around 200 moving averages as well on Apple. So it's coming closer to nice buy area. Google is down 7%. You can see here we had a nice earnings pop up, gave it all back, and then again here we had a nice pop up, and now we are giving everything back. Near 50 moving average could find some support here. And if that breaks, then this huge gap here, they might want to fill that gap. So that could be the target, 175. Keep that in mind. Okay, that's what 200 moving average is coming to. We'll see if they're going to do that. And the other big one is AMD down almost 10%. This is unbelievable. So coming back to this previous lows around 107, it could go to like low 100s. Now I think we need to go to weekly chart to understand AMD. So this is where we are. Some support here around the 90s, in 90s to 100 area. So let's see if this can hold here. And if not, then we're going to go all the way down to 75 area. So very bad. A lot of pain looks like ahead for AMD. Not sure, even after making 6 billion, 7 billion revenue, still there you can see it made 7 billion revenue. Still they're dumping it down to these levels. So unbelievable. Again, okay, we'll see how things shape up. And the other interesting stock is Microsoft. Again, very good support here, just holding here up and down, but nice area to buy here. And then AMD is also near 200 moving average, so they might want to pick it up eventually, but let's wait and see what they do. AVGO is up 4%. I don't know why. Some news on AVGO. Not sure what's going on there. Tesla was up. Yesterday was down. I mean, today's down. Yesterday was up. So maybe they're trying to fill this gap. And then Celestica is up 10%, almost 9% yesterday. Again, new all-time high, but big divergence on PP and RSI. Looks like a meme stock right now, pump and dump stock, it looks like. Apart from that, UNH is down, not sure why, 2%. Not sure what's going on here. This was a gap here. They're trying to fill that gap, so they could pump after filling this gap. So keep that in mind. And apart from that, I don't see anything too interesting here. So let's just wrap it up with VIX. VIX is uh, green, but they could bring it down to fill this gap at around 16.45, and then that means market will recover. If they're not, they might want to fill this top gap. So we'll see how it goes. It's kind of very volatile right now at VIX. A close below 14 will be very bullish. A pump above 20 will be very bearish. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Hit the like button on your way out, and let me know if you want me to review any particular stocks. Put a comment, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.